If you like to move and explore, then the hike from Boca de Tomatlán to Las Animas and beyond is probably the best thing you can do in the Puerto Vallarta area. The scenery is absolutely beautiful. You get a great lunch and there's lots of places to swim, and you finish up with a boat ride, either back to Boca or the Los Muertos Pier in Puerto Vallarta. I don't know how it could be any better than this on a vacation, or even if you're a resident and expat in Puerto Vallarta. I do this particular hike at least once a month, and it's always a favorite of mine. I would rate this hike medium difficulty, only because it's a bit long. It's 4.6 kilometers from Boca de Tomatlán at the bus stop all the way to Las Animas, but there's a number of steep climbs and steep descents that you need to make sure you hold on and have good shoes for traction so you don't slip and fall. Having said that, if you go slowly, you shouldn't have any issues. Our particular hike was people mostly over 60 and even 70, and we all made it successfully. The hike took us about 3 hours, but we took it very slowly because we wanted to enjoy the entire hike, and we also swam at Calamitos Beach before hitting Las Animas. Again, I hope you enjoy this video. It's one of my favorites, and I think it will be yours if you have a chance to try it. And it's you're able to do it by yourself without a guide, but there are guides in Boca that will gladly take you here. This is Calamitos Beach, one of the nicest beaches in the area. From this point on, you're walking a coastal trail and across several beaches until you get to Las Animas. Some of these beaches have not been developed, and they are extremely beautiful. Some of them you can swim at, but there are a few are a little bit rocky and a little bit wavy, but on a calm day, just perfect. You'll also pass in front of several resorts such as La Troza, which is what I just showed you. The path around La Troza is really nice because it's cemented in cobblestone rocks. It's very smooth and easy to get around. It also is one of my favorite areas of the trail, as the coastline trail actually turns into a fairly rocky area, which I find especially appealing. This old dock or wharf, no longer in use, makes a perfect platform for some beautiful pictures. Along the trail, it's not unusual to see wildlife, such as these iguanas hidden in the rocks. And on this particular trip, we had a pod of whales swim by us as we were walking along the beach. There was somewhere between 5 and 8 whales in this particular pod. What a treat. After about 4 kilometers down the trail, you'll approach the beach club of Anima. It's a very swanky, posh place and a nice place to stop if you want a cool drink. On this particular day, I think it was a Tuesday, they weren't open, but on most days they are, especially for dinners. And once you pass the beach club, a short little walk down the beach and around one more resort, you'll enter the town of Las Animas. And when we came there, we went to the Laconas restaurant, which gives us a panoramic view of the bay here. Wonderful place to eat and a great place to just sit back and look what people are doing while they walk down the beach. It's got great sand here. It's easy to get in and out of the water. They have a pier. Unfortunately, it's currently under construction, but a lot of tour boats take people here to spend the day. Because the pier was under construction, the tour boats were actually using small pangas to drop people off on the beach and also to pick them up. I had a shrimp burger at Las Conas. It was wonderful, and then we had the opportunity to visit with the parrot that they have on site. After lunch, we then headed outside and used their beach chairs, had a swim, and partaked in a few pina coladas, which are wonderful as well. What a fabulous way to spend a day, but all things must come to an end, and one of the things that we like to do after swimming and having a few drinks and lunch here is to grab a boat. You have the option of grabbing a boat for about 100 pesos to take you back to Boca de Tomatlán and then catch a bus back to Puerto Vallarta, but we decided to grab a water taxi and take it all the way back to the Los Muertos Pier in Puerto Vallarta. The cost for the taxi was 200 pesos per person.